This is Bamyan City, central Afghanistan, where the Bamyan idols were destroyed by the Taliban in March 2001. But now the Afghan government has activated war machines in the area. These war facilities came from Kabul. The Afghan government has started a war in the high mountains of Bamyan in the region called Behsud. I want to know why the Afghan government, which is making peace with the Taliban these days, has started a new war. I am on my way to Behsud, but before reaching there, I want to tell you an important story. A story of a suspicious helicopter crash in Behsud. Why is this helicopter crashing suspicious? Because the helicopter crashed at night, but the Afghan government has published footage of the missile hitting the helicopter, which shows that it is daytime, and technical experts have confirmed that the image of the missile collision is fake, because this location is different from the area where the helicopter crashed. This kind of anti-aircraft missile has never seen before, even in the Taliban area.
And lossless conversion?
Slow frame barrel.
So this incident indicating that it maybe is a governmental plan. However, the film released by the government has further complicated the situation. The people of these areas are of Hazara descent. The government is toying around with ethnic groups of Afghan people because, after the crash of the helicopter, the government has changed the head of the Ministry of Defense. The Ministry of Defense has avenged the helicopter crash by destroying people's homes and forcing migration. We went to Behsud. Look like the scenes of World War I. The safest district of Mayan Wardak is now insecure, and about 1,000 families from around the first part of Behsud district of Mayan Wardak province have started mass migrations.
From the government side, there was firing, but there was no one against them to shoot back. The situation in the region is such that many people are afraid of it and have moved to Kabul. About 1,000 families have migrated. They have taken out their wives and children.
Residents say they have been threatened by the armed nomads and the Taliban before and are now complaining about night inspection and government mistreatment. The terror began when, in early January 2021, but for about 2 months now, gunfire and fighting have been heard every day.
That more than 1,000 soldiers come with more than 130 tanks. Does this have capacity? How it is possible to do such? These people themselves admit that when we came here from Haji Gig Pass, the birds did not dare to fly. Where in Islam is such action permissible? Whether the president and his staff are Muslims or not. By going to people's home at night they terrified them. The government must answer. So many people were scared. People do not lie about the government that they have gone to see about a village at the people's house at night for inspection.
But who is Alipour Commander? A guerrilla who has been resisting the Taliban and desert thieves for more than 10 years in support of the people of these areas. He defends the people's pastures against the nomads. People know him as their savior and defender. Alipour has never killed an Afghan government soldier, but the Afghan government has so far killed more than 14 civilians here 2 months ago. This is a picture of direct fire on people who were killed in Behsud. News agencies and government officials confirmed that government forces opened fire on government demonstrators. Al-Adad Fadai, who had ordered the firing of people during the protests, was supposed to go to prison, but Ashraf Ghani was promoted to a security post in Baghlan province instead of being promoted.
فقط خواستم از دولت امنیت عدالت فقط تبعیض نباشه.
Our only request to the government is to provide security, justice, and removal of discrimination. What hurts us is discrimination and racism. For example, they brought forces to this area because of Alipour, but in the valley of Maidan, people have been beheaded for 16 years. And they haven't used any of these special force or the death segments, but here they brought all, there is nothing. We think the same problem exists everywhere in Afghanistan, but the government has not acted in this way. If the government wants to work honestly and use force wherever there is insecurity, the country will be safe. But in a safe and secure area like Behsud, they have brought all these forces and has caught the people in terror.
Alipour has declared that he will not fight the government and has no enmity if the government secures the entry routes to Behsud and prevents the nomads from entering Behsud.
Alipour is not the only issue. Here we want to create a regional army station. It is a matter of providing assistance, and if any place is damaged during the operation, the 21 member of the committee will actually start its work to do so. They will go from village to village, point to point. We are working to eliminate the problems that have been created to solve it or the so-called reconstruction, and at the same time, God willing, I will try to start securing the Jawris highway in Maidan Wadok from this point.
However, for the Afghan government, this is the biggest expense in arresting a local commander. The Taliban shot down many of the helicopters, and like Alipour, there are many commanders in control of the area, but the government appears to be discriminating against its opponents. These people have been civil and peaceful for 20 years, and no one confirmed that the president's war in this region will necessary at this time.